G'day, Tone. Heard you inside, mate.
Yeah, g'day, Spike. What are you doing these days, eh?
Ah, just hanging around waiting for the next doll check to show. Listen, this is me mate, Heron.
G'day. Yeah.
What's with the threads, anyway?
Oh, I've been out looking for a job.
Yeah, best of luck, mate. I stuffed around for about 3 months before I knew what was going on. Just sit back and wait for the dough to come in.
What, so you didn't go back to tech?
You're kidding, aren't you? Slave your guts out for 3 years for what? To be a doll bludger with a degree? Come on, there's no work around, mate, believe me.
If you're willing to work, somebody will give you a job.
Sure, you can pick fruit or sell encyclopedias or something, but where's the sense in that? I mean, you do a bloody hard day's yakka for what, a few bob more than the doll? Come on, man, I've been there. No way.
Oh, it's great to see you again anyway, Spike. I'll let you know about the party, eh?
Oh, no, don't worry. Listen, just bring along some grog and some dope and you're in. You can bring a chick if you like, but there'll be plenty there, so don't worry.
See you later.
Oh, who are your friends?
G'day, Dad. Oh, it's Spike. He used to get at tech. He left about a year ago. Haven't seen him for ages. So what's wrong?
Nothing.
Just, you think they were a couple of crims I met at the farm or something?
Look, I didn't think that at all,
But just
Tony.
because they looked a bit wild. Whatever happened to the Reed hatred of prejudice, eh?
All right, I'm sorry. I apologise. Let's not spoil the lunch, huh? Tell you what, when we've had lunch, I'll get you to drop me back at the factory and you can have the ute for the rest of the day, OK?
OK. Thanks.
I bet Doreen got solitary. Silly little twit. Now, I still don't understand why she did it.
I reckon she's still trying to wag it from the factory.
Why doesn't she just report sick then?
Beats me.
Hey. What's the matter, love? You've been confined to cells.
Come on, love, you can tell us.
There's nothing to tell. Davo let me off.
Let you off? Is that why you're moping around in here?
No, I just don't want to go back to the laundry, that's all.
What did Davo say about the factory? Did you get off? Is that why you're upset?
Oh, just leave me alone, will you?
OK, come on. It's none of our business. You know where to find us if you need someone to talk to, love.
Why'd you leave her then?
Because she obviously doesn't want us to know what's wrong for her own reasons. Now, leave her alone. She'll come round when she wants someone to talk to.
It's Vince, isn't it? How did you know? Oh, I just had to put 2 and 2 together. Did he attack you? He said he'd tell Mr. Reynolds I'd been pinching stuff and that I'd get at least another 6 months and he'd have the work scheme stopped. Bastard. Why didn't you report him? Well, who to? Who's going to believe me? And he said he'd get me if I told. And Kevin won't wait for me if I get another 6 months.
Oh, honey, of course he will. Look, you've got to tell him. He'll understand.
No. Kevin must never know, not ever. Oh, please, Judy, don't say anything to anybody, please.
OK. But something's got to be done about him. I mean, now that he's tried it once, he's got you over a barrel.
I know. That's why I'm scared stiff about going back there tomorrow.
There you go, Dad. Thanks for lunch.
No worries. Listen, look after the bus, would you? It's still on loan to the department.
Sure. What time do you want to be picked up?
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll make my own way home.
Sure.
Yeah, you just do what you have to do, huh?
Thanks.
Yeah. There's $10 in the glove box. For parking, that sort of stuff.
Thanks, Dad.
Afternoon. Yes, isn't it?
Hello, Tony.
Oh, hi,
How's
Meg.
things?
Fine, I suppose, for an unemployed pauper.
You're a pauper driving around in this?
Meg, look, I'm sorry about the other night. I must have raved on a bit, but I was a bit drunk.
Forget it. As far as I'm concerned, if you want to rave on, you're welcome to do it at my place anytime.
Really?
Really.
Well, thanks. I really appreciate that.
Good. Well, I'd better be off.
See you later.
See, you've lost your wheels for the day.
Yeah, well, Tony's need is greater than mine.
He really is a very nice young man, Paul.
Yes, I know. But I'm a bit worried about him being at a loose end and perhaps falling in with the wrong kind of company.
Come in. Oh, Mr. Reynolds is here, Mrs. Davidson. He said he had to see you.
Oh, show him in, please, Miss Bennett.
Mr. Reynolds?
Oh, thank you. Hello, Mrs. Davidson. I've brought along last week's work reports.
Oh, thank you, Miss Bennett. There is such a thing as a postal service, you know.
Yes, I know, but I wanted you to receive it before next year. Besides, it gives me an excuse to see you.
Oh, for what purpose?
Oh, to extend yet another dinner invitation.
Another? This is becoming a habit.
Well, to avoid addiction, simply say no.
No.
Oh, thank you. I shall now go and inconspicuously commit harakiri.
Well, we can't have that, can we? When is the invitation?
Tonight, if you've nothing arranged.
Nothing I can't postpone. And as I had such a delightful time last Saturday, how could I possibly refuse?
Shall I put these in now, Bea?
You gotta be joking. 2 minutes before knock-off time.
Oh, I didn't realise it was so late.
Yeah, it's good having a few extra hands around. We haven't done so much work for ages.
Yeah, well, tomorrow we slack off a bit. Otherwise, they'll expect us to do this much work every day. That's money you're flashing around, Margot. You owe me a few, Bob.
Can I give it to you tomorrow, Bea? I've had a bit of an unlucky day.
Don't tell me someone broke the bank.
Yeah, that piker at the factory.
What's this?
Oh, just one of the women there owes me a few bucks. I'll get it back.
From Betts?
No, I'll lend it to her.
That's not what you told me.
Listen, Margot, if you want to risk your neck running a book, that's your funeral. But you do anything to upset this work program, and I'll take those short odds of yours and cram them down your ever-loving throat.
Yeah, no worries. I'll get it back.
Well, you better, because no one stops that work party from getting out of here. Just a minute.
Tony! Hi. I was wondering if you'd mind listening to me rave on for a while. Sorry if I've been crying on your shoulder, Mick.
That's okay. Sometimes it helps to talk to an outsider, even without asking for advice.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I'm afraid Dad doesn't quite agree with all that. He thinks all family matters should stay at home.
Well, don't worry, I won't tell him.
You know, sometimes I think that I feel like I've just let everyone down. Dad, Mum, even the social worker at the prison farm. I mean, that job I went for this afternoon, a lousy dishwasher, and I couldn't even get that.
Don't worry, you'll get something better.
It wasn't the point. I didn't really want the job. I just wanted to get it, to be actually told that I was hired. Then I'd probably told them to stick it anyway.
Did you tell them about the farm?
Well, I had to tell them what I was doing for the last 2 months.
Well, if it's just a temporary job you're after, wouldn't it be better to work under a false name?
You mean lie to them?
Well, many ex-prisoners have to do it to survive.
You know, I'm beginning to think it's that old story about not being what you know, but who you know. Anyway, look, I better get going. Thanks for listening, Meg.
It's all right. I'm sorry I couldn't have been more helpful.
No, really, you have been. I mean, well, Dad's great, but you're right, it is easy to talk to an outsider.